Okay, in this video we are going to work on the bottom of our block. So the first thing we want to do is probably come back over here and just turn our x-ray stuff back on. If you notice, even when I clicked back into it, I had just done that. My X is still there. I can just click it off or just type in x-ray, toggle that back on, so it's not frustrating to be able to see through your block. Now the next thing is we may want to remove our guides too if you haven't. We're doing some more guides and stuff. So if you turn your guides back on, you can hit delete guides and it'll delete all the rest of the guides you had on your piece. Really easy way to do that right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom. So I'm going to use the orbit tool. Remember, the orbit tool is over here for the ones that need to use it with the trackpad. I'm just going to depress my scroll wheel in orbit to the bottom side of my block. Accidentally zoomed in there, scrolling underneath. I'm going to start by coming in. I actually have a guideline here. I'm going to delete it away. I'm going to actually come in and I'm going to make a offset on the bottom here to start my pocket where I have those 3 cylinders or like little silos that are on the bottom side of this block. So coming in here, I want to first of all use the offset tool, which is in the push-pull on the bottom here. I want to select this and move it in. That's going to be 1.5. Enter. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to orbit a little bit, and I just want to be able to push-pull this up. So push-pull tool. Remember, we just changed that from our offset. And select that surface and slide it up, and that's going to be 6 millimeters. Enter. Now the next thing that you're seeing here is I'm having a few more little pieces made because I was playing around with my block earlier, and I think I may have split some surfaces that I guess shouldn't have been split yet. So you can ignore that right now that you're seeing there. I might be able just to delete them so they don't show up real quick by selecting them and deleting them. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to be able to see the inside, and I'm going to end up actually coming in and I'm going to break these longer surfaces into 4, and I'm going to break the short surfaces into 2. So coming in here, I want to select this long one, and I want to right click, divide that by 4. Do the same thing for the opposite one after I orbit a little bit here. Oh, if you notice, mine's been, so I'm going to delete these. You guys won't have those. That's from me playing around earlier. Right click, divide. Once again, 4. And then do the same thing on the ends. Delete one that's extra there. Divide that by 2. Oops. I'm going to edit undo because I think I divided by 22 by accident. Divide it one more time. Don't touch your mouse when you're moving things around because it just messes it up. And then orbit to the other side. Once again, I have to delete this extra thing out that I had made. And then once again, right clicking, dividing, and this will be 2 segments. Now what that did is it puts endpoints once again where I can click and move these things around to get my, I guess, intersection set down. So the one thing I want to do here is I want to come in and I'm just going to kind of orbit around. Orbit tool doesn't always work perfectly, but I'm just going to kind of come in and use my tape measure tool along with my endpoints that I have now. If I slide down here, I should find some endpoints. There's one, and I should find one directly across it on the other side. Sliding down, endpoint, sliding over, endpoint, and you can zoom back in if you ever zoom out too far. Zoom over to the other side. And then lastly, I have endpoints going from my endpoint over here down to the other side of my block. If you ever need any practice just kind of orbiting around there, just take your orbit tool and just kind of play, move your block around. It can be kind of frustrating when you first use it if you haven't navigated it before. Now what I have here is I have my 3 intersections where I'm going to be able to make those 3 silos. But that's all I'm going to do for this video here. Make sure we save our blocks. Thanks for watching. Remember, stop it, rewind it if you have to. Good luck.